India Today's big exclusive. This is coming up with regard to help you understand that Turkey wasn't just speaking in support of Pakistan. We now expose and reveal how Turkey was helping Pakistan target India during Operation Sindoor, when India was trying to defend itself, respond against civilian attacks. Turkey was helping Pakistan as well. And I'll tell you in a short while what exactly am I talking about. Our sources have revealed to India Today that Pakistan government got drones from Turkey's arsenal. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? From Turkey's arsenal, from Turkey's inventory, it was Pakistan receiving drones to strike at India when India's civilian, densely populated areas were facing attacks, which thankfully, successfully were repulsed. Our defense systems were in place. Our armed forces did the job to ensure our civilians are protected in cities. Our strategic assets are protected. What Turkish operators guiding the drones? Was Turkey ensuring that Pakistan in its arsenal has drones from Turkey, their own specific inventory and arsenal? Because with debris found in Punjab and J&K as well, a lot of questions are being asked right now. This is huge. This is a big exclusive. And bringing us that big news is India Today's managing editor, Gaurav Sawant. Gaurav, it is shocking because one would think it's just political support, but it looks like that during Operation Sindoor, when Pakistan was targeting us, it was with Turkey's support.
This indeed is true. In fact, right from the time that Pahalgam terror attack took place and Prime Minister Narendra Modi issued a stern warning that there would be action that would be taken not just against terrorists but their backers, Turkey started arming Pakistan in a big way, including, according to sources, give out some of the drones that were in service of their armed forces from their personal inventory. And a lot of these drones, so whether these were the high altitude long endurance drones, the medium altitude long endurance drone known as Hail and Mail drones, they gave them the Bayraktars, and along with that they also gave their stronger quadcopters that they're capable of firing not just their grenade launchers but also machine guns. So they use both for surveillance and for tactical assault. That's one part of the story. Second part of the story, Pakistan did not know how to operate some of these drones. Of course, for maintenance of equipment, for operational assistance, there are operators who are present on ground, whether it's Chinese operators or Turkish operators, they are present on ground. Intelligence officials seem to indicate that some of these Turkish operators were actually operating those drones that were used to target civilians in India, which has been, a crying shame for the fact that when there was a massive earthquake in Turkey and the country was in trouble, and especially the southern part of the country, I was reporting from ground zero in Turkey,
you were there.
And that time, Indians very open-heartedly helped the people of Turkey. Even now, a large number of Indians go there for vacations, for holiday, and they play a very significant role in the economy of reviving the economy of Turkey. But Turkey wants our money, but it wants to continue killing us through Pakistan. And this is the most unfortunate aspect that has worried a lot of Indians, and that's led to a lot of anger in India. We, in a way, are funding our own killings. The manner in which Indians go enjoy their vacations in Turkey, and Turkey arms Pakistan, and then Pakistan uses the same drones to kill us. So it's a amazing situation.
According to your experience and understanding, what is the reason you feel that Turkey would betray India like that? Is this an Islamic affiliation, a Muslim brotherhood? Is this geopolitics? Do they want to ensure that with Pakistan is not just friendship, but possibly investments as well? What is your understanding of this?
So Pakistan is a basket case. Nobody wants to invest in Pakistan. But that other issue that you raised is very pertinent. In fact, there was a conspiracy at one point of time, and Saudi Arabia was very miffed with this conspiracy. Countries like Turkey, Pakistan and Malaysia, they tried to come together for alternate, as they claimed, the evolved Muslims against what Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates and the rest of the Islamic world was doing. And Erdogan sees himself as some new caliph. He wants to revive that so-called Ottoman Empire. So he tied up with the Imran Khan of Pakistan and with the leadership in Malaysia. And several years ago, they actually tried to come up with a new theory of evolved Islam. as against the Islam that they claimed was being propagated through Saudi Arabia. They did not want Mecca to be the center. Turkey wanted Istanbul to be seen as the center, and Constantinople. So his aim is to revive that Constantinople Ottoman Empire kind of an image of Turkey once again, and is using countries like Pakistan and Malaysia. India very clearly read out the riot act to Malaysia, refused to take palm oil from them, and some of that, certain other measures that were taken at that point of time set Malaysia on the right track. However, Pakistan remains a basket case for the entire world, and India very clearly has articulated any conversation with Pakistan will only be on the return of Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Indus Waters Treaty remains held in abeyance with Turkey. Now it remains to be seen what the people of our country do, whether they continue to go to Turkey for a vacation or boycott that country completely.
And imagine Turkey is supporting a terror-backer nation like that of Pakistan, even for the kind of access it wants to hold. But incredible information that you've brought to us, Gaurav. Thank you very much for now.